You are listening to the Gallery Conversation with Lee. This is episode 7. Welcome back to the Gallery Conversation. I am Lee, and today our conversation is about interracial dating, interracial marriage, and just interracial relationships in general. I want to start out by stating that I am raising my children to date diversely and not to focus on dating exclusively within just one race. And I'll talk more about that later, but I also want to talk about my personal experience with interracial relationships. If you've listened to my previous conversations, then you already know that as a young child, when I started primary school, I was just in general the only black girl, the only brown girl, the only person of color in my classes when I moved to Connecticut. And that affected who I was attracted to. I was very friendly. When I was in elementary school, I had a lot of friends, and I remember my first crush. His name was Jeff. I'll withhold his last name, to protect his identity and all that. But Jeff was a really cute kid. He was white. Obviously, there weren't any other boys there of color at the time. And as the years went on, more kids came, more kids of color. And by the time I was in sixth grade, I believe there was at least three of us. I know there was at least one of us in each of the sixth grade classes. So by the time I was in sixth grade, there were like two of us in one class, and that was pretty cool. And but I remember Jeff was like the fastest kid in our grade, and it was during a field day. We were racing, and I just wanted to beat Jeff at this race. I didn't have a chance, okay? But I didn't want to necessarily beat him or compete with him. I just wanted him to notice me. And I think that's kind of what you do when you're in elementary school and you have a crush. You just want them to notice you. You don't necessarily need them to know that you like them. You just want to know that you are on their radar somehow. Anyway, he was a really cute boy. And in the back of my mind, I thought about, yeah, this boy is white. And I obviously am not. But he's cute. And, I had those emotions. You're growing into yourself when you're young. And that was one of the things that happened. And there really wasn't anyone else around for me to crush on as far as other races, but he was definitely the cutest boy in class. As the years went by and we fast forward and now I'm in junior high school, I am introduced to many kids of color, different races, different backgrounds. And if you listen to the previous conversations on the gallery conversation, then you already know that this was like my first time being introduced to a number of kids from different places and different cultures other than my own, and a lot of the ones I was introduced to go in primary school. So um, I had some cultural differences with the kids, so we didn't all get along. But there was this one kid that had a crush on me. Like junior high school wasn't all bad. I did make friends. It took me some time to make friends. Um, other than the ones that I had from elementary school. But this kid had a crush on me, and I liked him back. He was attractive. He was a young African American, Black American boy, and of course, our relationship didn't stretch out. It was a junior high school relationship, so there's not much to be expected. But we did remain friends over the years, and to this day, I can say that I can speak with him and we're cordial, and there's no bad love. We've remained friends, and he's a pretty cool guy. So, I mean,